Hello, and what is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today you're joining me for a little bit of Forza Horizon 3 gameplay, but the gameplay is really only important to be in the background at the moment, because what we're talking about is Forza related, but isn't quite Horizon 3 related. So, anyways, what we're talking about in this video is some things that I think Motorsport 7 needs, and I can say a few of these from personal experience of playing the game, and a few of these just from things that I personally would like to see, and we're gonna go over 10 of them. We're gonna go over 10 things that I think Forza Motorsport 7 absolutely needs. Now, or at least needs to have. Now, at this point, we've all seen how the gameplay works, and we've seen a decent bit of it, you know? And I think that first of all, I love the fact that they've introduced some new cars right off the bat, specifically the new Porsche 911 GT2. It's just, again, it's a monster of a car, and right here, I was so concerned I was going to go off the edge of the ramp, and I was like, oh, hell yeah, I'm going back the other way. No big deal, peace out. So, anyways, one big thing that I would really like to see is, the first thing, emphasis on drifting competitively. So, have drifting there, obviously, as we do. I mean, you've seen it in the trailer. It's part of the trailer, so we know that they're acknowledging it. But I would really like to make sure that we see some drifting in a competitive sense and have it supported in that way. Because competitive drifting is huge in the community, and if you've looked into anything like the ESDA, if you watched the New York round, especially of the Forza RC, which is the Forza Racing Championship, if you guys don't know, I got to meet the ESDA guys when I was up there, which is the Esports Drift Association. Those guys were super cool, and they're actually really, really thorough about how they put on competitions. So I think having really good support for things like that is definitely something that would be a really, really nice touch for the game going forward. Also, I love the fact that there are more and more tracks coming back, that they've announced that are coming back, and also new tracks coming in, but that's kind of besides the, well, it's part of the point, and then it's part of the point, but it isn't at the same time. I think, because my number 2 thing is I would like to see more older tracks brought back. Now, they have said that they're bringing back Maple Valley, which is a huge deal, and I love the fact that we're going to be seeing that, because the drift guys are going to go nuts over it, because Maple Valley is one of those tracks that you can never really get out of your head. You know what I mean? At least for me, it was one of those tracks that you can never get out of your head, and there's just a love for that track, for drift guys, for grip guys, for guys that do both. There's really a deep, deep love for that track in the Forza community, and I'm so glad. Okay, let me go back for a second. Forza. Let's like clear it up right now, at least in my opinion. Okay, is there an official way to say it? Yes, there is. Is there a way that, like, do I feel like I have to say it a certain way? I kind of alternate. If you call it Forza, fine. If you call it Forza, fine. That's how we do it here on my channel. But also wanted to get a quick look at this, because I didn't know you could actually hit these. I saw it coming, because I was like off angle from the jump, and I was like, this is gonna be weird. I don't know how it's gonna go, and I ended up hitting the air intake of this, like, on top of the blower. And what happens after we get out of photo mode is even crazier. But item number 3 on the list is to continue to support the community in the way that they've been doing for a while, and has been awesome. Because really, when you think about it, over the course of 2017 so far, they've been so involved in the community of the game, both Motorsport and Horizon, and they've done some really, really, really cool stuff. And I just think that that's a really cool, number one, it's a really cool thing that they're getting so much more involved and really looking at the community, listening to the community, but they're looking to YouTubers, people like me, because we are definitely, at least especially within the Forza community, or the Forza community here on my channel, we're kind of a big Forza family here. At least, you know, I mean, I know I play different games other than Forza, but Forza is one of my biggest games, one of my personal favorite games, and I'd like to think that we have a nice little family here within Forza, and they like that. They really do like that, and they love to be a part of it. So I really hope that they keep that community involvement, and also, you know, that they might even dial it up. Item number 4 on the list is something that I know a lot of people are going to be asking for. I'm personally very, very much an advocate of this whole idea, and that is a twisty mountain toge track. Because we haven't, again, I'm not gonna bring up the name because because you guys know the name of this track. Because whenever anybody brings up the name of this track, it seems to spark some sort of, like, controversy or something. But regardless, we need a tight, twisty, mountain toge track that's got hairpins, sweepers, corner after corner after corner after corner after corner, and is just tight, technical, and perfect for everything from drifting to hill climb racing to toge battles to really anything that you want to use it for. But we need a mountain. We need a big, like I said, a big, involved, twisty, curvy mountain. Number 5 that I would like to talk about is more development in terms of a spectator mode. Spectator mode is something that not a lot of people... well, it depends. It depends on what you're doing. There are some people that will never touch spectator, and there are some people that will be all about it. It's one of those things that the niche market of players that is really going to use a mode like that is going to be all about it, and then other people probably aren't going to touch it. But the thing is, if you have it there and you have that option for it to be used, then the people that want to use it are going to love it. Now, for number 6. Again, this is going to be something that I feel like there's a small community of people that are going to be into it, and the people that are, if they do continue to develop in this area, are going to love it. But that is to continue to develop and continue to make improvements in endurance racing. Long involved endurance races. Now, I know, like I said, there are going to be a lot of people that are going to be like, dude, I don't touch those. And but there are going to be some other people that are like, that's my thing, I'm totally into that. So endurance racing is kind of a weird beast, because if you have that's the thing. If you have enough time to sit down and do an endurance race, they can be really fun. I've done a couple of them before, but they can also be super frustrating whenever you, like, for example, whenever you end up in the back, or if you crash and you have a lot of laps left to go. But maybe, say, for example, in the career mode, if there was maybe a progression tree or maybe a side progression area that involved a lot of endurance races that were actually very, very long. I think that would be really cool, especially for people that enjoy endurance racing, and they maybe don't have to, like, see, the thing is, people that don't necessarily do endurance racing don't have to do that either. It's just there for people that enjoy endurance racing, but may not necessarily have a big group of people online to endurance race with. Moving on to number 7 and jumping back to drifting-related topics, a dedicated drift practice area with a variety of different obstacles, corners, entries, clipping points, and things that you're going to find on pretty much any drift track that you'll go to. But like I said, maybe if you're going to have because a lot of Forza games have had those big open airfields before, you know, with the runways and the shipping containers and things like that, and a map like that would be a great spot to put a drift practice area. So my kind of idea is, if you have a map like that, maybe take one corner of it and dedicate it, maybe almost a half of that map, and dedicate it to a drift practice area, like I said, with specifically designed corners, obstacles, things to drift around, drifting exercises, and it would also be good for people that are trying to get into drifting. Number 8, and I know that this is all number 8 is going to be is a track request. That's all number 8 is going to be, but please, Camino Viejo. That track was so good. I don't care if I didn't pronounce it right. I'm sure the comment section's gonna destroy my pronunciation of that, but it's fine. I don't care, because I loved that track. It was one of my favorite time attack tracks from a while ago. Error 404, English not found. But regardless, that track, I loved it so much. One of my favorite time attack tracks in the game, back when it was in the game. It was also a fun track to drift on. You could play some little drift mini-games there, just mini-games that you would make up with your friends. But still, super fun track. Number 9, a little bit of a different structure to car packs. And when I say a little bit of a different structure to car packs, I mean, say for example, a lot of the car packs for a while have all been very general, for example, and I get that, and that's so that you can, you know, have something for everybody in a certain car pack. But how about every once in a while mixing it up to where you have, say, a muscle car pack, or maybe an import car pack sometimes. And last but not least, bigger wings, bigger rear wings. I want to be able to put a massive rear wing on whatever I feel like. And I know that that's probably not what a lot of you guys were going to think that the last thing was, but at the same time, there's going to be guys in the comments that are going to be like, of course that was the last thing it was going to be, because Tomcat's a ricer. But regardless, it's just a little thing I wanted to throw in there, because I feel like it would be really cool to have that option in the game. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. I will see all of you next time. Talk to you guys again soon.